Good morning. One of the places that I wanted to come back to most when I was in Nepal was my porch. Many of you have been here. It is a place of peace in my house, and I love to grab my morning coffee and come out here and spend time with God. Uh, this is going to continue today our study on the idea of biblical peace, this holistic contentment and the world as it should be kind of study. That's what the biblical idea of peace is. And there's nothing more in the Bible that speaks of peace than the Garden of Eden, right? It was the world as God created it to be. It was the world as it was supposed to be. Everything was in right relationship with itself. We were in right relationship with God, and everything worked together as it was supposed to be. Now, the passage we're going to talk about today is Psalm 34. And in Psalm 34, David uses a lot of allusions to the Garden of Eden. And there's a lot more than we're going to cover here today. So please read the passage and put some comments underneath here. And let's begin this dialogue about how this passage is really reflecting the garden. But I'm going to start in verse 11 and read through verse 14 here. Come, O children, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is there who desires life and loves many days that he may see good? Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit. Turn away from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. You know, the Garden of Eden was the ultimate place of peace, and yet we allowed this deception that happened from the serpent to shatter our shalom, to shatter our peace. Now, we did this because we chose wrong. There were two trees in the Garden of Eden, and that was the tree of life. This is what it's talking about here in verse 12. What man is there who desires life, who loves many days that he may see good? God put a tree of life in the garden for us to choose his way. You know, he wanted a right relationship with us. This is the beginning of this section here. Come, O children, and listen to me. He wanted us to be his children, and he wanted to be our God. He wanted to be our Father. He wanted to live with us and teach us about this amazing world that he had made for us. And yet, we did not choose the tree of life. We didn't choose to obey him. We chose the other tree, the tree of the knowledge or the experience of good and evil. We wanted to do life on our terms. Didn't want to come to him and ask him and say, hey, Dad, what is this? And what does this mean? And what does this do? And he'd teach us this stuff. This was what he wanted out of the garden. And we chose to experience life on our own. We chose knowledge on our own. We chose experience on our own. We chose to center our world on ourselves. And to do that, we ate from this tree. We listened to the deception of the serpent, and things went very wrong. This shattered our shalom. This shattered the peace that God had made this garden for us with. But guys, we have the ability even now to pursue a right relationship with God. It says, turn away from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. We can seek this out. We can pursue it. We can hunt it down because God still, even post-garden, offers us a relationship with himself. Now, there's a couple ways in this passage that we can do this. It says to keep our tongue from evil and our lips from speaking deceit. Today, we have the opportunity to be in really close contact with a few people, probably our family, maybe some coworkers. But guys, let's not spread the deceit of anxiety. Let's not spread the deceit of fear today. Let's tell ourselves the truth and live with integrity. Now, one of the biggest ways that we can do that is how David starts out this psalm. It says, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul makes its boast in the Lord. Let the humble hear and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us bless his name forever. We also have the ability today to guard ourselves from deceit, but to embrace humility and to embrace praise for the God who created peace. Now, although this world doesn't seem to want to live at peace with us, we have a God who wants to live at peace with us. And how are we going to respond to him today? Now, tomorrow is coming, and long to be with you again on our Zoom call. So let's connect tomorrow, but today, let's live at peace with each other, and let's praise the God who made this world and is making all things new today.